Thanks for that introduction, Lois. Our conversation today is about caring for one another based on the book by Ed Welsh by the same title. Although the idea of having someone care for us is attractive, yet for many, there is still a hesitation to seek help. What do you think may be helpful for us to feel more comfortable in seeking help?
Well, I think that, as I mentioned in the conference, Broken and Redeemed, none of us feel sufficient in ourselves. We have this gnawing sense that we're not good enough, smart enough, good looking enough, efficient enough. And so we're all running around with shame, and we try to cover up our shame by our good performance. And heaven forbid somebody really gets to know me and sees that underneath the exterior, there's a person who's very afraid, who's ashamed. So I think it's just kind of natural. We're afraid of what people will think of us. And I think in the book that we're highlighting, it's hard to open up, primarily because of pride, a lack of functional understanding of what it means to be justified. Like if we had any idea what justification, what forgiveness, what acceptance by God means, then we would be free because he loves me, he accepts me, even in my mess. And so I've been forgiven, I've been accepted, he delights in me, he enjoys me, even if I am not good, even if I am disobedient. So understanding that the creator of the whole world thinks I'm great and loves me and enjoys me and delights in me, you would think that that would make me a bit more comfortable exposing myself to others because I've already been cleansed. So I think that maybe we just need to get that understanding of what it means to be justified by faith through the life and death and resurrection of Christ. We need to get that into our hearts so that we can step out and not seek the approval of other people because they're just fallen people like I am, but their creator loves me and accepts me as I am. So I think to me, when I forget that, that's when I try to hide. It's an over desire for approval of others, resting in my own works. I get afraid of rejection, being judged, and I go into self-protective mode.
That's so true. If the creator of the whole world delights in me and accepts me, then there is nothing to fear as I reach out and seek help. And if the person extending help is also humble and gracious, then I think it gives me a safe environment for me to feel safe to share.
So approaching people with humility. And I was thinking as to understand what exactly is humility. And I think it's just a real honest assessment of who I am. And if I have an honest assessment of who I am, then that itself should enable me to create an environment of love and acceptance because of the love and acceptance I have from God. I was reading in Tim Keller's little booklet here on his devotional on the Psalms. I found what I would say might be a great definition for humility in Psalm 51:16. You do not delight in sacrifice, or I would bring it. You do not take pleasure in burnt offerings. My sacrifice, O God, is a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. You, God, will not despise. So I love Tim's explanation here of what a broken and contrite heart is. He says, it is a heart that knows how little it deserves, yet how much it has received. To know only the first truth is to be self-loathing. To know only the second is to be self-satisfied. And both kinds of hearts will be self-absorbed. David is talking instead about hearts broken by costly, free grace, knowing both how lost and how loved we are. This gets us out of ourselves, freeing us from the need to be constantly looking at ourselves. When our lips are opened, we do not speak of ourselves, but of God's praise. So I thought, hey, that's it. That's if I am aware that I don't deserve God's grace, if I'm aware of my sinful nature, but I'm also aware of the costly grace, then I'm going to approach people knowing that, hey, you and I are the same. We're both a mess. I'm not coming to talk to you as if I've arrived, because I'm not. I don't deserve God's grace. If God treats me the way I deserve, I wouldn't even be here. I'd be in hell. But so you and I are alike. So I'm not going to come to you with pride, but I'm going to come to you, hopefully offering this wonderful gift of costly grace that He's given to me, that He wants to give to you. So humility means, I think, recognizing who I am and recognizing this wonderful gift. And so that will help me create an atmosphere of acceptance, of not of pride. I'm not better than you. We're just two people in need of God's grace. So I think if the person reaching out is aware of their condition, the bad and the good, then it'll help people open up too. They shouldn't feel threatened with me, because I'm not coming as if I have done anything. I'm only coming because Jesus has done something for me.